This is Orville Purvis, brother trucker, with another one of my well-thought-out opinions. And if you don't like it, well, I hope your next colonoscopy is done by Chuck Norris without any sedation or instruments. Well, I've been looking at the list of candidates for President of the United States, and frankly, I don't like any of them. Sleepy Joe Biden-mentia can't find his way off a 12-foot stage, but he can sure find and trip over an innocent sandbag sitting on it. And we got him running the country. That there speaks volumes about where we are today. Meanwhile, Donald Trump spent one term in the Oval Office, and if he's not careful, he's going to spend his next term in a 12-foot cell on the bottom bunk with a guy named Big Bad Maurice. Then you got the rest of these wannabes who are out there making a whole bunch of campaign promises they're not going to keep if they do get into office. That's a tradition that goes all the way back to when George Washington said he would reform health care and close the border back in 1776. Ain't nobody kept a promise the whole time. So your old buddy Orville Purvis, brother trucker, has come up with the perfect candidate for the next president of the United States. Of course, I mentioned this to my old lady Viola May, and she immediately thought I was talking about me. Well, she's got a point. I feel like I do have all three of my fingers and my thumb on the pulse of the issues plaguing these United States, but I really don't want to commit myself to 8 straight years of living in Washington, D.C. We moved to Washington, and all of Viola May's family and friends would come to visit. Want us to drag them all around, all the monuments, and all the buildings, and all the tourist traps, and all of that. I just don't have time for all that stuff. Nope. The perfect candidate for President of the United States is someone who thinks just like all of the other politicians in Washington do. Someone with that same kind of intelligent thinking that makes them the leaders of this great country of ours. Someone who can speak to their level without going over their heads. Someone who, just like pretty much every president we've had for the past several years, is about 6.5 inches shy of a foot-long sub. Yes, I nominate my other driver, Chuck Steakhouse, for President of the United States. Naturally, I'll be his campaign manager. I even already have his slogan for his TV and radio commercials and those annoying little cardboard thingies they put out in people's yards. It says, Chuck Steakhouse for the White House. Kind of brings a tear to your eye, don't it? Okay, fire it up, President Chuck. Did I mention Chuck's about 6.5 inches shy of a foot-long sub? Still a good driver, and he'll be a fine president, too. This is Orville Purvis, brother trucker, on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And that's a big 10-4. Over now.